name is Josh Alfred.
Where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Woo!
The Nigerian media space was awash with Josh Too Funny's Americans Got Talent appearance last week. I had never heard of him before now, but his audition made me laugh non-stop. A lot of people might think he failed because he didn't get the judge's nod to proceed to the next phase of the competition. But I can tell you, in that failure was his success. He didn't get the judge's nod for an American audience, but he won the nod of most Nigerians and also increased his earning potential. Sometimes failure can be success. It all depends on how you look at it. In the third and final episode of the Show Must Go On series, I want to talk about failure. Failure. And the fear of failure has ruined many. Some have let failure define them, others have let failure deter them, and for many others, it has led to a lifetime of distractions. I came across a young man a few days ago who, to my untrained eye, appeared clinically depressed. Several years ago, he was refused an American green card because it was suspected that some of his school credentials were forged. This singular incident has defined his life since then, so much so that as I interviewed him for a job, he brought it up within the first 2 minutes. His sad demeanor spoke the volume of his life, a life of what if. What if I had made it to America? Perhaps I would be an astronaut or maybe a lecturer. For some, it is what if I married Tunde or what if I married a Billy. My life would have been so much better. We are stuck on a particular point of failure and thus live a life of regrets and wishful thinking. Instead of living your best life with your spouse, you are there daydreaming about a better life with an ex or object of your affection. The reality is that even if you end up with that ex, you will still be daydreaming about someone else because you are simply a daydreamer who can't let go of failure. So what if you didn't get a job at MTN? Make the best out of your current job. Success and failure both start and end in the mind. Whilst we all focus on the story of Josh Too Funny, many missed the story of Zion Clark, who graced the same AGT stage a little over 10 days ago. He was born without legs due to a rare condition called caudal regression syndrome. Both parents were in jail, so he was thrown into the foster care system immediately he was born, where he suffered untold abuse and hardship. As someone who was born without 2 legs, he was treated as less than human, and his body bears the scars of his abuse. He went through 14 different foster homes, and at the age of 17, when he was about to be thrown out, he was finally matched with a foster mother who believed that legs or no legs, Zion Clark was a human being worthy of a chance in life. The difference was immediately clear as his grades improved and she supported him to continue wrestling, a sport he had learned as a survival skill while in the orphanage. He became one of the top 3 wrestlers in Ohio, but this is not what is remarkable about his story. On his way to the top, he lost over 200 matches in a row. Wow. 200 losses in a row. How many of us will quit at the first loss? What of the 10th or 30th? Over 200 consecutive losses before the first win. Unbelievable. This should be the dictionary definition of tenacity. He didn't quit when he was born without 2 legs. He didn't say, what if I were born with 2 legs? He didn't say, what if both my parents were here? He didn't say, what if I wasn't in an orphanage? He didn't say, what if I wasn't abused? He didn't say, what if I had won the first match? He didn't say, what if? What if? He just kept on failing until he started winning. He just knew the show must go on, irrespective, regardless and despite his failures. Failure was simply his road to his destination. Success was his destination. So as he appeared on AGT, he gave the following words of advice to the world. Learn how to fail. He said, I have come to AGT so the world may know the feeling of no excuses running through your body. Society said he will never amount to anything, but he chose to walk on his two hands instead of the wheelchair they put him in. Wow. Don't let your condition or people box or frame you. Don't let people stereotype you because of your situation. It's International Youth Day. Nigerian youths have been stereotyped for too long. Lazy, indolent, Yahoo, 419, prostitutes. That shouldn't define you. He said, carve your own path until you reach the top. Today, Zion Clark, a man born without two legs, is an American wrestler, professional mixed martial artist, and wheelchair racer. It doesn't end there. He has 3 Guinness Book of World Record titles, one of them for fastest man on 2 hands. In his own words, I chose a life of no excuses. What about you? What is your what if? Have you written yourself off, or have others written you off? Have you quit trying because you failed? Have you given up because you come from a country called Nigeria? Have you said, I was born poor, I must die poor? What is your point of failure and how has it affected you? Have you said no more Igbo girls? Have you said no more Yoruba guys? Have you said no more Nigeria? What is your failure point? We have all failed in one thing or the other, but not everyone has made failure their destination. Today we've heard the story of Zion Clark's failures, and I'm sure we are inspired, not just because he succeeded, but because he triumphed through a journey filled with multiple failures. What about you? Your failure should not limit, deter, or distract you or others. It must inspire you, and at the end of your journey, it should inspire others. Failure is a prerequisite in the journey to success. Failure doesn't define you, it refines you. Failure, like adversity, builds character. Without failure, you can't appreciate success. And they began to salute him, Hail, King of the Jews! And they smote him on the head with a reed, and did spit upon him, and bowing their knees worshipped him. And when they had mocked him, they took off the purple from him, and put his own clothes on him, and led him out to crucify him. And they compelled one Simon, a Cyrenian, who passed by, coming out of the country, the father of Alexander and Rufus, to bear his cross. And they bring him unto the place Golgotha, which is being interpreted, the place of a skull. And they gave him to drink wine mingled with myrrh, but he received it not. And when they had crucified him, they parted his garments, casting lots upon them, what every man should take. As Yehoshua journeyed to the cross, many said, look at this failed prophet. Everything they saw pointed to failure. Hail, King of the Jews! They mocked him as others beat him. As far as they were concerned, the final failure would happen at the cross. Some also mocked Judge Too Funny because he didn't get the judge's nod. But they didn't know that being on that stage was his success destination. They didn't know the cross was Yehoshua's success destination. They didn't know, as they called him the King of the Jews, they were fulfilling prophecy, because that's who he actually was. Stay focused on your mission. No excuses must be your motto. Failure is the journey, and success your destination. You alone know your mission, and you alone will determine if you have accomplished your mission. But in all things, the show must go on. God bless you all.